Live from the Massachusetts Broadcasters Association's Station of the Year, this is Western Mass News at Noon. Coverage you can count on.
They take on the dangerous seas looking for creatures from the ocean. That's Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch. And we have Nick Tokman here to talk all about his adventures and the biggest adventure from West Springfield. You are a West Springfield native all the way to Alaska. So let's talk a little bit about that's an amazing accomplishment, first of all.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us. And talk to us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I mean, I started off, I guess I was down and out in college, and I was at my grandparents' place. My grandfather turned on the TV, and he introduced me to a show. It was Deadliest Catch. I saw it. I was just completely drawn to it. It looked like fun, and I wanted to try it, so I bought a plane ticket up to Alaska, started pounding the docks, and 4 years later, I got on the dream boat that got me up to Alaska, and that was the Northwestern.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, watching this show, were you a little bit afraid?
Honestly, no. I don't know. It was just like, I think it was like the rough weather and everything. It thrilled my bones. It looked like something I really wanted to do, and I just went up there to try it.
That's amazing. Now, what is the craziest thing you can think of that's happened out on the sea when you've been there? Craziest
thing? There was one time, it was actually last year on the Saga, we took a wave that was so big that we were actually swimming on deck. That was pretty gnarly, and that was nuts.
Wow, okay, so we were talking about it a little bit earlier in the studio with one of our meteorologists who does watch the show. Yeah. He was into it, and we were trying to determine if, for some reason you did flip over and you were, in a storm, how long you would be able to survive in the ocean.
Honestly, with like body temperature and everything, I mean, if you don't have a survival suit, I mean, you don't have long, maybe within a couple of minutes.
And that doesn't scare you. You were like, nope, I'm going to do this.
No, I don't think I really thought about the immediate dangers. I just thought about the thrill.
Okay.
I guess if that makes any sense.
That
yeah,
absolutely
just the
makes
adventure.
Sense. The adrenaline of it. The adrenaline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many people are on the boat with you?
Currently, we have a 5-man deck. There's an engineer, and then there's a captain. So, there's 7 guys, and then plus 2 camera guys for the show.
Okay, great. And being on television,
right.
Do you think that you do anything differently versus if you were out on the boat?
I don't think so. No, I'm just pretty much, pretty much me. Yeah.
I always have to ask that question because people wonder with reality television.
Yeah.
But it'd be a little hard to stage that stuff out there. That's amazing. And is there any other stories that you want to share with our viewers? This is really a unique thing that you do. So I want to give you the opportunity if there's anything.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm mentioning this Thursday I'm doing an
yes,
event at the fort.
You are. That'll be amazing.
Tomorrow it's at 6 o'clock. I'll be doing a meet and greet, and I'll be answering questions for the fans, and I'll be telling the story about basically how I got from Western Mass onto the Deadliest Catch. And I mean, so anyone, if they want to look that up, they can go on the Student Prince website or my Facebook page, Nick Sunshine Tokman, and see all the information there.
That's great. What was the biggest challenge you would have to say from getting from West Springfield to the Deadliest Catch?
Originally, I mean, I think it was me.
Really?
My family originally, they wanted me to stay in college, and it's a very dangerous. They had my best interest at heart.
Of course.
They thought it was a very dangerous job. I can get hurt, and they were actually like scared for me to go up there. And they had my best interest, but I had to kind of, go against my family to go up there. But they had my best interest, like I said, and they wanted, and then now they're totally supportive of me. That was a bit of a challenge. And then while I was up there, I ran out of money. I actually stayed at a homeless shelter. I was staying at random people's houses.
Wow.
I was working for a bunch of crazy people. There were a lot of other good guys, but when you're first starting out, you're just kind of taking what you can get. Like the first boat I got on, the boat stalled in the middle of the harbor because the captain put water in the fuel tank and fuel in the water tank, so I left that boat.
Wow.
I worked for this one guy who was known as the frying pan man because 8 years back he hit a crew member over the head with a frying pan and threw him over the side to kill him. I didn't know I was working for that guy.
All right, wow, that's very intense. That's intense. Now you were saying your family was very concerned. They didn't have the thrill factor that you had.
Well, because when I was going up there, I mean, I didn't have a job and I didn't have a place to stay. So I was basically winging it up there. I camped out.
You were living on a prayer, literally.
Yeah, I camped out in a tent for 2.5 weeks, and I literally was roughing it. I was at Fort Abercrombie, an old World War II base.
Oh my goodness.
Up in Alaska.
Oh my goodness. Would you change anything?
No. Everything I've done, it was an amazing, journey. It was an adventure. Even at the lowest spots, it was always a blast.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, Nick Tokman, thank you so much. And just again to remind everybody, he will be at the Student Prince on July 14th at 6 o'clock, answering questions, sharing some stories and struggles, as you heard a little bit of here, but I'm sure he'll be more in depth when he has more time. So thank you very much, Nick, for joining us.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Wonderful to meet you. As always, we'll be back.